Hello everybody, Pete here again. If any of you caught the short I put up earlier, you'll have noticed I've got the car masked off, but I've had a go at just dipping that little corner. I had a nice about an hour of weather that I was able to do anything in, so I thought it's now or never and give it a go. So I'll reveal the sort of whatever the result is there. While I'm here also, please check out this channel, DB Scale Model. I think the way it's turned up on my phone is actually with those 2 dots in there and 2 dashes up there. I'll try and put a link in the description, but he's a great modeller and a good laugh. I've had quite a few chats with him, and he's dying to know what I've done with the bonnet. So, trunk, no, that's wrong end, hood. So there's a quick reveal for Doug here, and the answer to his question about the psychedelic band from the 60s, and the indentation in the bonnet, hood, is this iron butterfly. And I do hope that will focus. I found this sort of brooch, and I thought if I can inlay that into the bonnet, that'll look pretty trick. And psychedelic, and with all this colour going on the car. Iron Butterfly, brilliant band. Don't want to do that. Probably get stung for that. Anyway, like I said, I've also dunked the corner there. I need to clear a bit of space, so I'll move these out of the way and whiz in the interior. So I've been working on the dashboard and that of this, and hopefully the sort of gotta do it every third day. The sort of purple haze on the seat, which is a Jimi Hendrix track. Jimi Hendrix was a guitarist in the 1960s and 70s. Just in case you don't know. We've got some carpeting going on down in the bottom there, which is all nice and starry, with a jet steering wheel, which I've repainted the hand grips on. There was a lot of flash around this, so I sort of cleaned up the hand grips. And it is really awkward to get into any of the sort of dashboard. Is it going to focus? Hang on. Into the actual clock gauges, although they are engraved. Well, they're not engraved, they're raised numbers down in the bottom of that hole. And in the bottom of those 4 dials. But it's all very soft detailed and hard to pick out. That's basically it. I've used a load of different silvers and chromes and chrome pen and, you know, that sort of thing going on to try and pick out the details in this. Couple of washes down the sides over silver along there. It's that silver on there with the black wash over that area. There's a bit of a black wash over the pearl, which is over over silver. And the same, I added padding from individual squares and then softened them to sort of squidge out a bit and hopefully give a more padded look than solid blocks. So it was hard to pick out any of the dial detail because it's all very, very soft in there. Might as well see if I can try and unpick the rest of the masking on here. Where's that going to go? Hopefully stay in the picture. Some great idea those. I know Hobby Dan did one for the group build, whatever that was called. I did the Lancaster, and I thought it was a great idea. But anyway, this is what has happened so far. It's had a couple of hours to harden, and it is thinner than what I had here before, and I really I actually squished some of it out. I think that there might be kitchen towel rather than, hang on. And there might be a couple of, yeah, it looks like kitchen towel, which will wash off. It might come off in a minute as I unveil this. But I masked off a ragged pattern first with masking tape. So hopefully these squares of card will just get out of the way. I just used I put the actual car finally in a bag. If you saw the little short video, it was in a plastic bag. But underneath that I'd obviously masked with tape. Let's see what happens. Pray. I just noticed something I forgot there. These little parts were in the bucket seat. They're a new brake pedal and accelerator pedal, which are just from oh come on, it's stuck to my finger. Different bits of strip, because I've carpeted out. There was moulded in pedals on the car. That's stuck nicely. Sorry, I had to move it out the way a bit to try and get a hold. It's a funny angle here to the way I can see anything. Still not good at these bloody video larks. And what I'm hoping is that having a sort of edge that's a bit random, I can flat it out and blend it in a bit. I don't know how it will match to the colours that were residual. I think that's it. Rather a dramatic contrast to that. And I'll have to rub a lot of that out, because underneath it will be the darker shades anyway that were previously on there. The patch I've actually sanded off is down here, and then there's an area that I've scurfed up a bit more to just key paint to, so it should fade back out in somehow as I try and get this flat again. As you can see, I've managed to keep a flatness, or get a flatness to most of it now. Still an extraordinary painting process. So weird. Don't know what'll happen there. Try and swirl that around a bit, drift it down into this corner. Anyway, I bet that was boring. Weird. Oh, it looks like a sort of monster there. I don't know. Got a monster in the flames. It does get your sort of psychedelic buds going. Scare myself out of sleep. Anyway, so that's that bit on the interior and bit on the paint and the bonnet, trunk, hood. And please watch Doug's channel, DB's Scale Models. He's very good, he really is. Been brutalising a Corvette. Absolutely great body kit he's working on there. Anyway, bye.